Good morning students. Welcome to 11th standard chemistry video class. In this lesson thermodynamics, in our last video we completed zeroth law of thermodynamics and first law of thermodynamics. In this video we will start with the next topic, enthalpy. Enthalpy. The enthalpy is denoted by the symbol H. The enthalpy is a thermodynamic property of a system, is defined as the sum of the internal energy of a system and the product of pressure and volume of the system, that is H equal to U plus PV. It is given by equation 7.8. Here we are having the definition for enthalpy. The enthalpy is a thermodynamic property of a system where enthalpy is defined as the sum of the internal energy of a system and the product of pressure and volume of the system. It is given by equation 7.8. H equal to U plus PV, where H is enthalpy, U is internal energy, P is pressure, V is volume. It is an important question. If they ask define enthalpy, you have to give this paragraph. It reflects the capacity to do mechanical work and the capacity to release heat by the system. When a process occurs at constant pressure, the heat involved is equal to the change in enthalpy. Here, the enthalpy explains the capacity to do mechanical work and the capacity to release heat by the system. If the process occurs at a constant pressure, the heat involved is equal to the change in enthalpy. Here, the heat involved is nothing but either heat released or heat absorbed. Enthalpy is a state function which depends entirely on the state functions T, P and U. Enthalpy is usually expressed as the change in enthalpy delta H for a process between initial and final states at a constant pressure. It is given by equation 7.9. Delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Already we know that enthalpy is a state function. The enthalpy depends on the state functions, namely temperature T, pressure P and internal energy U. The enthalpy is usually expressed as change in enthalpy, that is delta H, for a process between initial and final states at constant pressure. It is given by equation 7.9. Delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. At a constant pressure, change in enthalpy delta H for a process between initial state and a final state is given by delta H, which is equal to delta U plus P delta V, where delta H is equal to H2 minus H1, delta U is equal to U2 minus U1, delta V is equal to V2 minus V1, where pressure remains constant. The change in enthalpy, that is delta H, is equal to the heat supplied at the constant pressure to a system as long as the system does no additional work. It is given by delta H is equal to QP, where delta H is change in enthalpy, where QP is heat supplied at a constant pressure to the system. It is given in the paragraph. In an endothermic reaction, heat is absorbed by the system from the surroundings, that is Q is greater than 0, the value is positive. Therefore, delta H is also positive. In an exothermic reaction, heat is evolved by the system to the surroundings, that is Q is less than 0. The value is negative. If Q is negative, then delta H will also be negative. Here, for an endothermic reaction in which heat is absorbed by the system from the surrounding, for this Q is greater than 0. Hence, the value is positive. If Q is positive, then delta H will also be positive. For an exothermic reaction in which heat is evolved by the system to the surroundings, for this Q is less than 0. Hence, the value is negative. If Q is negative, then delta H will also be negative. It is explained in this paragraph. Next, let me discuss relation between enthalpy and internal energy. Relation between enthalpy and internal energy. Enthalpy is given by H. Internal energy is given by U. When the system at a constant pressure undergoes changes from an initial state with H1, U1 and V1 to a final state with H2, U2 and V2. The change in enthalpy delta H can be calculated as follows. H equal to U plus PV, where H is enthalpy, U is internal energy, P is pressure, V is volume. In the initial state, equation 7.9 becomes H1 equal to U1 plus PV1. It is given by equation 7.10. In the final state, the equation 7.9 becomes H2 equal to U2 plus PV2. It is given by equation 7.11. Change in enthalpy is given by equation 7.11 minus equation 7.10. That is final state value minus initial state value. We will get H2 minus H1 equal to U2 minus U1 plus P into V2 minus V1. We know that H2 minus H1 is equal to delta H. U2 minus U1 is equal to delta U. V2 minus V1 is equal to delta V. Therefore, delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. It is given by equation 7.12. In this equation 7.12, delta H is change in enthalpy, delta U is change in internal energy, delta V is change in volume. Hence, change in enthalpy delta H is given by delta H is equal to delta U plus P delta V. As per the first law of thermodynamics, delta U is equal to Q plus W. Substitute the delta U value in equation 7.12. We will get delta H is equal to Q plus W plus P delta V. We know that W is equal to minus P delta V. It is substituted in the above equation. We will get delta H is equal to QP minus P delta V plus P delta V. Minus P delta V and plus P delta V get cancelled. Finally, we will get delta H is equal to QP. It is given by equation 7.13. QP is the heat absorbed at constant pressure and is considered as heat content. Next one, consider a closed system of gases which are chemically reacting to form gaseous products at constant temperature and pressure with VA and VF as the total volumes of the reactant and product gases respectively, and Ni and Nf as the number of moles of gaseous reactants and products. Consider a closed system which contains gases, in which gases are chemically reacts to form gaseous products. It takes place at constant temperature and pressure, hence there should be change in volume and number of moles. Here Vi is the volume of gaseous reactant, where Vf is the volume of gaseous product. Ni is the number of moles of gaseous reactant, where Nf is the number of moles of gaseous product. We know the ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. For reactants, that is for initial state, the ideal gas equation becomes PVI is equal to NiRT. It is given by equation 7.14. For products, that is for final state, the ideal gas equation becomes PVF is equal to NF into RT. It is given by equation 7.15. Equation 7.15 minus equation 7.14. We will get PVF minus PVI is equal to NF into RT minus Ni into RT. P into Vf minus Vi is equal to Nf minus Ni into RT. P into delta V is equal to delta Ng into RT. It is given by equation 7.16. Now substituting equation 7.16 in equation 7.12, finally we will get delta H is equal to delta U plus delta Ng into RT. It is given by equation 7.17. Next topic, enthalpy changes for different types of reactions and phase transitions. The heat or enthalpy changes accompanying chemical reactions is expressed in different ways depending on the nature of the reaction. These are discussed below. First, let me discuss standard heat of formation. The standard heat of formation of a compound is defined as the change in enthalpy that takes place when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements present in their standard states, that is at 298 Kelvin and 1 bar pressure. By convention, the standard heat of formation of all elements is assigned a value of 0. Here we are having the definition for standard heat of formation. When 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements present in their standard states, that is standard temperature of 298 Kelvin and standard pressure of 1 bar pressure, the change in enthalpy is said to be standard heat of formation. It is an important question. If they ask what is standard heat of formation, you have to give this paragraph. By convention, the standard heat of formation of all elements is assigned a value of 0. It is explained in this paragraph. Here we are having some examples for standard heat of formation. For the formation of FES, the delta H naught formation is given by minus 100.42 kilojoule mole power minus 1. For the formation of C2H2, the delta H naught formation is given by plus 222.33 kilojoule mole power minus 1. For the formation of HCl, the delta H naught formation is given by minus 92.4 kilojoule mole power minus 1. This tabular column will give the standard heat of formation of some compounds. Hence, in this video, we discussed the following topics: enthalpy, relation between enthalpy and internal energy, and standard heat of formation. Let me stop up to this topic. The remaining topics that we will discuss in our next video class. Thank you.